Good morning, gentlemen. So yesterday, or should I say, the last video I made, I talk about how you should appreciate the bad experience that you've been through. Like I appreciate, you know, all the every bad experience that I went through. It's kind of like a learning experience. Like every time I got every time I get my heartbreak, every time I get betrayed, every time something bad happen, whether it's relationship, whether it's family, whether it's friendship, whether it's work, that bad experience, I appreciate it as in like it teach me something, it teach me something. So let me continue on that direction and say that you have to learn from your past. Like I learned a lot about my past when it comes down to relationship, friendship, and that's why every time I make a video, when I'm like, oh, they love you today, tomorrow they're not gonna love you, I'm not just guessing. It's just based on my experience. That's what I've learned. It's like, and for people who have the argument, oh, you just got the one woman, not all women are the same. But it's like based on my experience and based on the way it always end up. Like in the end, I just feel like, based on my past, I just feel like it's like a repetitive cycle where it's kind of like the same story, different woman. Like meaning like, even if today I meet a girl, she's gonna be great, she's gonna be perfect, we're gonna be happy, she's gonna be happy, and then it's gonna fade away, and one day she's gonna be like, I grew apart, I've changed, blah blah blah, and then the cycle continues. And it's like I don't feel like love, in my eyes, I don't feel like love is permanent. I don't feel like love. I think love is real, especially in this modern day. I just don't feel like love is something that's like permanent. Like I don't feel like it's a big deal. Just because somebody love you, don't mean they're gonna like respect you, or don't mean they're not gonna wake up one day and turn on you. That's just my experience, and I've learned that from the past. So I've learned a lot from the past, and based on my past trauma and my past situation and stuff that like I said, it could be anything. Like even work, I've learned from the past at work, because I had jobs where I was literally the best worker, and the employer or the company used to just take advantage of me and keep me on the floor with no investment. And I will watch other people get promoted before me. Oh, you're a good worker, we don't want to lose a good worker. So it's like moving forward, I don't hurt myself at work no more. I'm not trying to be the great worker. I'm just trying to I just give them enough, but not too much. And I've learned not to trust people, because in the end, like whether it's friendship, whether it's whatever, even like at work, based on past experience, I've learned that I cannot have friends at work, because when it comes down to promotion, it's like I feel like at work everybody's for themselves. There's no such thing as friend. Like I've lost good friends, and where because of work conflict, it kind of like ruined the friendship. For example, I have a buddy of mine, even here at UPS. I have a buddy of mine, he's been he was like really my only friend here, because me, I don't have friends. He was like my only friend here, for the past few years. We was cool, but just recently that friendship ended, because to talk in language you can understand, not to use UPS term. There's a position at work that I was doing, and then he got more seniority than me. But at UPS, if you're late, you lose your seniority, meaning you cannot just bump somebody out of that position. But he bumped me, and I was like, dude, you late. And then he was like, nah, man, doesn't matter. And I was like, so that kind of, in our friendship, because I was like, okay, you just show me that our friendship don't mean nothing. I came here on time, I'm doing this position, and yes, he got more years than me, but you know, because of our friendship, you could have been like, man, that's my homie. You know, I'm late. He was here first. But anyway, but ever since it's been like a month, you know, we just that kind of ruined our friendship. And then and I was like, man, like, you know, I'm gonna give him Prince. He tried to talk to me afterward, and I was like, man, I ain't gonna lie, man, that was a bitch move. You know, I even talked to some other coworkers. They was like, that was a bitch move that she did. And so yeah, it's like, now I'm in another position. I just got away from everybody. But really, man, I just learned from the past, man. Learning from the past. Like, it'd be like, oh, Pierre, you hold grudges. No, it's not about holding grudges. It's just common sense. For example, if you first, let's say I'm driving one now, and I've decided to take, you know, I-65, you know, but I just know I-65 is the highway. It's always traffic. But instead of I-65, let's just say I decided to take a different route. Now, if I know from the past that I-65 during this time, and it's always traffic, because, you know, that's where people coming from Kentucky, people coming from everywhere on that one highway. What am I going to do? Am I going to continue getting mad, staying in the traffic, or am I gonna take a different route? Because based on my past, I'm like, okay, this is what I learned. I learned if I go this way, it's always gonna be busy. So I'm not, okay, this is what I've learned. I'm not gonna do it again. So now I don't take I-65 South no more. I just go straight Wiley, and then I take the loop, and I'm home in like 10-15 minutes instead of 30-40 minutes just waiting on traffic during this time, you know. But nah, it's all about it's not about holding grudges, man. It's about learning from the past, learning from the experience. It's, you know, it's like, okay, cool, I tried it this way, this is the result. Okay, this didn't work out. Okay, let me do something different. You know, marriage ain't working out, let me do something different. Maybe I'm just better off with nobody. Maybe I'm just better off with myself. Maybe I'm just better off with a friend with benefit. Maybe I'm just, you know, this is it. Like, as far as like kids, I'm done with kids. And I'm done with like marriage, all that stuff, you know. But so they be like, Pierre, you know, like, get over it, like, move on. So, okay, yes, cool, you're not wrong, but at the same time, I don't want to repeat the same, I don't want to go that way again. I don't want to keep repeating the same cycle again. So I've learned from the past, and I've moved differently, you know, whether it's relationship, whether it's friendship, whether it's work, whether it's financial decision, just, you know, it could be the basic stuff, you know, whether buying stuff on, you know, Facebook Marketplace, like, you know, this time I buy more, I thought the more look good, and then it turned out to be a piece of stuff. So learning from the past, when I buy more, I try it out, make sure I'm really like it before I buy it, instead of just looking at it and be like, well, that look like a nice small, let me go and buy it, and then, you know, find out it's not, ain't nothing. But I'm not gonna make this any longer, gents. Just learn from your past. Learn from your past. You can forgive, but you don't have to forget. And you can move on peacefully. You don't have to hate and do all that nonsense. Just learn from the past and make it a better present, a better future. Cool.